Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stock Market Weekly Recap number 7 ever in history, guys. We're looking at what happened in the markets this week. We're looking at the stocks that went up the most, the stocks that went down the most this week. We're looking at the biggest news stories, and we're looking at what is coming for this next upcoming week, guys. We're going to cover all that today, but first, this is the last video that will ever be recorded in this set. We're changing the setup, guys. I got all this stuff just came in the mail the last couple days, so this is the last video that will ever be recorded with this set. And there's a couple of videos coming out. So the video coming out Sunday, there's a video coming out Monday, which you guys are probably just gonna love, that are going to be recorded in this set because I pre-recorded them yesterday, but this is technically the last video that will ever be recorded with this setup, guys. So we're changing it up. We got a new thing coming. So anyways, let's get right into this, guys. Let's look at how those markets did this week. So we had do we expect anything other than the markets to go up? No, I mean, they go up every week after all. The Dow Jones, once again, up just under 1%. It was up 0.88%. The NASDAQ was up 0.44%, and we had the S&P 500 up 0.67%, guys. Once again, do we expect anything different? It seems like the markets go up every single week. It's incredible, really. So, a couple of the stocks that went up the most this week, Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers went up almost 47%, guys. 47% this week. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh gosh, that reminds me, I need to lose about 15 pounds before summer gets here. Sotheby's is an auction company, by the way. They were up over 20% this week, guys. I do some work for Sotheby's International Realty in my real estate company, but man, holy smokes, I should be buying their stock instead. That's quite amazing. Then on the downside, unfortunately, we had Palo Alto Networks, which has been a beast of a stock the last few years, but this week, it fell almost 25%, so not a good week for Palo Alto Networks. And the last one, Target, the retailer, as you guys know, they had a tough week this week, down around 14%. They're getting pressured from Walmart and pressured from Amazon. They're getting it on both ends. It's a tough business right now for Target, guys. So that covers how the markets did. That covers us. Couple of stocks that went up the most this week, couple of stocks that went down the most this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the biggest news stories this week, in my opinion. The number one biggest news story in the stock market this week was the Snapchat IPO, guys. A highly successful IPO, might I add. It was supposed to open around $17 per share. Before it even got out to the public, the shares were already at $24, guys. And then we had another almost 11% gain again today, guys, on Snapchat. So this is looking like a highly hot IPO, one of those that could just keep shooting higher. Maybe it will stall here and go back down. We just don't know, guys. But right now, it's a hot IPO. I mean, we see a lot of... Whenever you get a hot IPO, you need kind of two things. You need a lot of people that really like the company a lot and really are believing in it, and you need a lot of people that have a strong opinion against it. That's kind of like the secret formula, I would guess you would say, to a hot IPO. A lot of people just having an emotion, and a lot of people just knowing about it who maybe aren't even into the stock market, but they know about the Snapchat IPO, guys. So that was the biggest news story. Now, on the Snapchat IPO, not only did the company get a massive amount of money, they got over $2 billion from the sale of shares. Also, the founders got a little under $300 million apiece. But also, Wall Street made out like a bandit on this. Morgan Stanley, they're set to pull down $26 million in fees from the Snapchat IPO. Also, Goldman Sachs is expected to get around $21 million. So there's going to be several companies. JP Morgan's getting a little piece of the pie. Deutsche Bank, Barclays, they're all getting a little piece of the pie. But Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs especially, guys. So if you own any of those stocks, this is probably a good thing for you because a lot of that money goes straight to their bottom line and their net income, guys. So congrats there. Now, the next biggest story up, we had Trump address Congress for the first time. Now, there's two things I took out of the whole speech from an economic standpoint that I think is worth paying attention to. One, he wants to cut taxes across the board. So it doesn't matter if you're rich, it doesn't matter if you're poor, it doesn't matter if you're middle class. Everybody's taxes should be going down whenever they actually get the tax plans in place and those kinds of things, guys. The other thing that caught my eye was defense spending is actually supposed to go up quite a bit. I see a number thrown around $54 billion in increase in defense spending, guys. So if you're one of those out there, you own defense stocks, hopefully it's a defense stock that the military really needs to buy more of, or whatever it is. Could be a good thing for you. I mean, defense spending, and if you're in a defense stock, it's probably a good thing, guys, if the defense spending is going up the budget. So that's what I took out of that, guys. Janet Yellen came out today and announced, basically, without announcing it, it sounds like rates are going to go up in March. If they don't go up mid-March, which is this month, they'll probably for sure go up in April, guys. So expect interest rates to be going up, and this comes as no surprise, guys. I mean, interest rates were expected to rise over this coming year. Last year, they were expected to maybe increase 4 times. They only increased 2 times, and by the way, interest rates have only gone up 2 times in the last 10 years, guys. So we got to really start clawing back those interest rates slowly but surely, not too crazy. So expect an interest rate of probably a 0.25% raise, maybe 0.5 at the most. I'm expecting probably a 0.25% increase sometime this month or next month, but probably in the month of March, guys. And the last big story that caught my eyes is gun sales. Gun sales are going down. This I've been talking about, and this I know because I've been involved with the gun industry because I owned a retailer named Cabela's, which is one of the largest retailers in all of America and probably the world as far as selling the guns. I've been involved with that. I've been invested in that in the past. So I know, how the gun system works, guys. Right now we have a Republican president. We have Republican everything in this country. When Republicans are in office, they're not going to limit guns. They're not going to take away guns. The chances a bill will even get passed to limit any type of gun of any kind under a Republican administration, very low, guys. It's very low. So when you take that fear out of the market of, oh my gosh, the government's going to take our guns, you're going to lose a segment of the population that is basically getting into that fear of, oh my gosh, I need to go out and buy guns now. So what we've seen is from the channel checks analysts have done, December, January, and into February now, guys, very bad, very bad. The numbers are horrible. I mean, we're seeing like down 17% numbers, down 24% numbers. So if you're someone out there that owns gun stocks or owns gun retailers and owns anything that's involved with selling guns, guys, it might not be a pretty next 4 to 8 years for you, to be completely honest, guys. I mean, I expect it to normalize at some point, but I would expect 2017 into 2018 to be very bad years for gun sales, just looking at it from a logical point of view, guys. So that's something to take into account. Now, as far as what we have coming for this upcoming week, Thor Industries is reporting earnings. For you, those of you guys who do not know what Thor Industries is, it's about the biggest RV company out there. They sell RVs, make RVs. That's their business. This is a popular business going into the next couple decades, guys, because we know the baby boomers are retiring in mass amounts every single year, guys. And a lot of baby boomers and a lot of just retirees in general, they love to go out and see the world they never got to see. Because everybody's so busy working all the time. You maybe have a chance to take 2 vacations a year. You probably go to the same places all the time. You've never really seen many parts of America, so this is your chance to do it. So this is a company that should increase sales very, very, very well over the next, let's say, 2 decades, guys, unless somebody comes in and takes a big part of their industry or whatnot. So pay attention to their numbers. Dick's Sporting Goods, the outdoor retailer, they're reporting numbers this week. Ulta Beauty. Ulta is reporting numbers. That's just been a beast of a stock. They're just a very, very, very well-run company, guys. They have makeup products, hair products, anything you could possibly want. And on Friday, non-farm payrolls are coming out, guys. So we're going to get to see how the non-farm payrolls are doing from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So that should be interesting to see here, guys. And that's what we're looking for the upcoming week, guys. That's what we had this past week. Let me know in the comment section if there's any stories that you thought were really important to you or to everybody else that maybe I didn't cover. If there's anything out there, guys, I would love to hear from you. If you just came across this channel and you've not subscribed yet, you may want to. We talk personal finance in the channel. We talk entrepreneurship. I'm a business owner. I give away like so many of my business tips. We talk the stock market the most of anything on this channel, guys, including this series I release every single Saturday. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.